China's substantial investment of $14 billion in Africa's railroad infrastructure has raised concerns in Australia. The unease stems from the fact that, in exchange, China has been granted access to mine highly valuable iron ore resources in Africa. This arrangement has prompted Australia to question its own position as a major exporter of iron ore and evaluate the potential impact on its economy. But why did the Western powers rather give up fighting for this mining right, then go to Africa to help build this project? What infrastructure project made Australia and the United States so crazy? How much has China benefited from this project? Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. This railway is the Dapilan-Santu Railway, with total length of about 125 kilometers. It is the first modern railway built in Guinea since the 1970s. In the construction process, all Chinese standard, Chinese technology, and Chinese equipment are used. So why did Australia give up on building this railway? In fact, the biggest difficulty in the construction process was not the harsh environment in Africa and the epidemic that swept the world at that time, but the cost. Hearing this, you may be puzzled. Guinea boasts abundant mineral resources, but unfortunately, it faces a significant cost problem. This issue primarily stems from the country's inadequate transportation infrastructure, which hampers the efficient shipment of resources and subsequently impacts their marketability and profitability. Therefore, they desperately needed a railroad that would turn their resources into cash. Due to cost issues, most of the expenses incurred by the railway construction must be paid by China at its own expense, and then Guinea will pay the project funds in installments. Guinea stands proudly as the world's leading bauxite exporter, with an abundance of mining sites and exceptional reserves. Its proven bauxite reserves are among the highest globally, making it a major player in the industry. Once the railway is completed and the mineral resource are transported out in time, Guinea's revenue will be far more than $14 billion. However, in addition to the construction of more than 100 railway, Guinea requires the construction of 21 bridges, 2 tunnels, and 6 stations in this railway. This railway stands out from ordinary passenger railways as it serves a unique purpose transporting minerals instead of people. This poses a significant challenge for the railway's load-bearing capacity. Furthermore, the weak local industrial base makes it difficult to source specialized materials locally, amplifying the complexity of the situation. In order to solve this problem, China dispatched land and air transport to deliver construction materials to Virginia on time, which in turn increased the cost to a certain extent. The second biggest difficulty is the problems they met during the construction. The Dapilan-Santu Railway Tunnel is an impressive engineering feat, being the first of its kind in Guinea. Given the lack of domestic experience in tunnel construction, there were undoubtedly challenges to overcome. One such challenge was the poor soil-bearing capacity in Guinea, which increased the risk of potential collapse. However, through meticulous planning and innovative techniques, experts have managed to minimize these risks and ensure the safety and stability of this vital infrastructure project. China took swift action to address the problem by dispatching a team of highly skilled construction experts to Guinea. These experts provided valuable on-site technical guidance, ensuring that the issue was effectively resolved. Additionally, China also supplied advanced machinery, including the groundbreaking bridge erecting machine developed in-house by Chinese engineers. This demonstration of technological prowess further reinforced China's commitment to finding innovative solutions. However, in such an environment, the Chinese engineering team made a lot of construction plans, found a step-method construction technology suitable for Guinea, and solved the problem of tunnel construction. In addition, the Dapilan-Santu Railway also encountered many problems during the construction process. Guinea is located near the equator with high temperature, frequent rainy seasons, muddy construction routes, inconvenient vehicle traffic, and threats from local pests and wild animals. Chinese construction teams face unique challenges when working in tropical climates. The unfamiliarity with these conditions can pose a tough challenge for them. On top of that, the ongoing epidemic and the presence of the Ebola virus in the area further highlight the importance of prioritizing worker safety during engineering projects. It is crucial for workers to remain vigilant and take necessary precautions to ensure their own well-being while carrying out their tasks. But even though the environment is so difficult, the hard-working Chinese construction team has done a good job in self-protection, and the construction work at hand has not been delayed at all. China's infrastructure has made great achievements, but why does it make Western countries worried? In fact, this dazzling achievement of China is one of the key points of the construction of the Belt and Road strategy, which marks that China's 21st century maritime Silk Road has reached the stop of West Africa. Actually, the Dapilan-Santu Railway is not the first railway built by China in Africa. At present, there are many railways built by China on the African continent. The Tanzania-Zambia Railway, which was built in the 1970s to connect Tanzania and Zambia, is the first railway built by China in Africa. Furthermore, we must not overlook the remarkable infrastructure projects developed through China-Africa collaboration. These include the Abuja-Kaduna Railway, Lagos-Ibadan Railway, Addis Ababa-Djibouti Railway, and Mombasa-Nairobi Railway. Not only do they serve as tangible symbols of friendship between China and Africa, but they also enhance connectivity and promote economic growth in these regions. At present, China is losing money to help Africa build railways, which has caused many Chinese complaints. But in the long run, the African market is very promising, which is of great significance for China to develop the African market and will greatly promote the development of Chinese mining companies in Africa. After the completion of the railway construction, Guinea sold the mining rights of the Simandou iron ore with the largest reserves in the world to China. And now, China is working with Guinea to jointly develop this iron ore. With its colossal reserves of up to 10 billion tons, the Simandou iron ore mine stands as one of the largest in the world. Should China successfully establish stable operations at Simandou, it could potentially reduce their reliance on Australia's iron ore resources. The significance of Australia's iron ore to China may not be as crucial in that scenario. This speculation has also been recognized by many experts. At present, special vehicles from China to Simandou iron ore have been opened. According to forecasts, the annual output of Simandou iron ore may even exceed 150 million tons in the future. Over the past few years, China's demand for minerals has experienced remarkable growth. However, it is worth noting that China possesses only 7% of the global iron ore reserves. As a result, the country has to allocate significant financial resources towards importing this essential resource from abroad. It is also because of China's high dependence on iron ore that China is very passive in this regard. However, this situation suddenly changed after Guinea handed over its domestic mineral development rights to China. The completion of the Dapolon-Santu Railway left Australia in a state of panic. As China is Australia's biggest importer of iron ore, the fact that China's iron ore imports from Australia in 2020 alone accounted for 70% of its total iron ore imports has raised concerns. But Guinea's decision means that Australia's trump card iron ore is no longer useful, and China is no longer subject to Australia. In fact, it is not that China cannot do without Australia, but Australia's iron ore cannot be separated from China. For them, the most sensible decision is to uphold regular trade between the two parties. This June marked the one-year milestone of the Dapolon-Santu Railway's inauguration. Following the mine duty officer's instructions, the train departed from the mine station with utmost safety and efficiency. In just a short span of time, the Dapolon-Santu Railway has achieved remarkable success in surpassing its cargo volume targets. With an impressive 10 million tons already transported in 2022, this represents a doubling of last year's target of 5 million tons. Such outstanding performance is a testament to the efficiency and effectiveness of the railway in meeting the growing demands for cargo transportation. The completion of the Dapolon-Santu Railway has not only further strengthened the friendly relations between China and Africa, but also proved to the world that China has a friendly foreign policy and strong strength in infrastructure technology. Write what you think about it in the comments.